I assume the River Region Straw chat line is working today, Barry, because I don't see anything here about, hey, how'd the Phantom do last night? How about those Braves?
No.
But it is early here, live from Stivers Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Prattville, where Price sells cars. It is the 21st day of August, but the summer sizzling sales event is still ongoing.
It's always not a problem, not a challenge, but a consideration for me to find a place to park here. John will always park out front, give him a customer parking space all the time. I'm parking out back to make sure that I'm out of the way and all that. And man, they got cars in the lot facing Cobbs Ford Road in Prattville. They've got cars on the side. They've got cars behind us, and they have got acres and acres of vehicles in the back. The Jeeps are front and center here. We've got one right beside us. We have got a is this a Dodge Charger behind us?
It is, Barry. There's a new version.
Challenger.
We're going to talk about it here today on the program. And we told you last time we were here the color combinations. This, Barry, I think is what they would call a plum color. It's the new 2026 Dodge Charger Scat Pack six-pack. The two-door is here, and it is absolutely beautiful. It's sexy. It's fast-looking. And you can have it here in the Make This the Summer sales event going on right now. You can hear the VIP River Region Straw text line already dinging. Yes, we're going to get to the practice report. They did scrimmage yesterday.
Yep.
Just give us a minute so we can talk about where we are, and our fine spots are here.
Y'all calm down.
There. Just don't worry.
It's happening. It's happening, people. Alabama scrimmage, their second scrimmage. I'm looking for a live cam somewhere, a live shot of the Malmore building with the chimney, with the white smoke coming up. And so far, nothing yet from the College of Cardinals, from the coaching staff, about who the starting quarterback will be. But when it is named, little man over on the Alabama campus already has that selfie waiting because he has hedged his bets on who he thinks that it's going to be. Nobody has made the announcement yet. C.J. Duncan on Wednesday said, man, they need to make it Friday morning. Friday morning after the scrimmage. Let's get this going. Keelan Russell, Austin Mack, Keelan Russell, topsy-turvy. Who knows? It's still ongoing. And although not many Bama fans laid their heads on their pillows last night with any amount of unrest, they're pretty sure it's going to be Keelan Russell.
That's kind of the vibe, Barry. That's kind of what the wind seems to be telling us, that it will be Keelan Russell. But who knows? As we talked about, is it really that important that they make that announcement today? I really don't think so. Next week, so what? Why? Maybe game week. It's East Carolina. Yeah, I get it. But, why would you make an announcement anyway? The team knows who the number one guy is. The players do. You mentioned little man. It was the second day of classes yesterday. I don't know if he just camped out on the quad, but I got multiple texts of, hey, Dad, I just saw so-and-so and so-and-so, a couple of basketball players. Hey, Dad, I just saw so-and-so, some wide receiver.
Of course, the reaction from John was, who?
Yeah.
Man, unless you come up with Major Ogilvy or unless you got –
well, he did. One of them was Amari Allen. I said, okay, I know him. Yeah. The other player wasn't as familiar with the wide receiver. I thought, Derek rings Meadows. A bell. Yeah. But then he sends me a picture, a selfie of himself and Keelan Russell. I went, whoa, now there's something to talk about. I said, what'd you ask him? And he didn't respond back, but he had this little sheepish grin on his face, and Keelan's there smiling as well as he's making his way to class with his backpack on.
Nice.
I noticed that, Barry. So he's ready to go to class, prepared with all the supplies.
When I was in college, we didn't have backpacks. No. I just carried my books in my hand.
Barry, there are no books anymore. They all do it on a computer. I said, son, when do I need to go buy your books for you? Books? What are you talking about? Books? I went, okay. Just let me know if I need to do that. But it's all on a computer these days.
I never see students at Troy, walking around on campus with books. It's all the same thing. If they ever had a 3 or 4 day power outage,
oh boy,
colleges would just about have to. The students would have a terrible time. So Nobody is named the starting quarterback at Alabama, but in deference to our colleagues at TigerInsider.com, many of whom are watching right here that did not get any sleep because they were scrolling Tiger Insider. Refresh.
Sure.
Any announcement. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. He ain't going to make it. This is what they say. This is.
And I will say this, Barry. Once again, another internet outage at Phantom Enterprises. It makes conducting business extremely difficult. I hope my bill will be prorated for the 2 days I basically didn't have it. Just saying.
Well, according to Rodney Orr, quote, after a lackluster performance in scrimmage 1 last Thursday, the offense wasted no time in flipping the script in this morning's second and final August scrimmage. Scrimmage sources
Love it.
tell Tiger Insider that quarterback Keelan Russell, reportedly to be named the starter over Austin Mack next week, was on fire early today, leading the offense down to score on the opening drive. That was something else I wanted to get. A source told Tiger Insider that on the opening play of scrimmage, with Russell directing the first-team offense, freshman running back Trayshawn Brown popped a long gainer. Kevin Riley finished off the drive with a scoring run. The offense marched down the field on the next 2 possessions. Life is good, to which all of you Auburn fans out there, I know what you're saying. Boy, that defense must think out loud. What about the defense?
They're not the only ones saying it. I'm thinking, whoa, last week, Barry, is the defensive line really that good? Look who they were going up against. But, look, I feel like I've been down this road before. Glad everybody's giddy, happy, good news. Big, long run by the new running back that's getting a lot of run, Trayshawn. He's about 5'8", I hear. Keelan has a good day. A lot of talk about him being named the starter. I got to see it to believe it. Spring practice is great. And until I hear from Bob from Pike Road, Barry, and his feeling and his thoughts and what he got from his sources about that offensive line play, that helps me form my opinion a little bit better. But what did Allen Iverson say? It's practice, man. It's practice.
Hey, not a game. We're talking about practice.
I'll say this, Barry. This was not a full-blown scrimmage. They were not tackling to the ground. It was what they call thud drills. So defensive players wrap you up, but they don't take you to the ground. Some people say –
sounds like some of the defensive players last year in the Rose Bowl.
Can you give me like a nanosecond?
So I'm excited. I apologize.
So I'm thinking, hey, what's up with this thud business? I get it. Want to avoid an injury. That's but for what it's worth, some people don't think of it the same way I do. But okay, thud, whatever, thud, crud, doesn't matter. But that's what we had yesterday. So scrimmages are over. Well, I think people are feeling a little better, but we'll see how it plays out.
Well, speaking of feeling a little bit better, evidently E.J. Crowell is not. He continues his rather impressive streak of never having participated in a scrimmage in his entire young Alabama career. He did not participate. I would give you the names of reportedly the first offensive line to play for Alabama, but this is what I'll go ahead and speak. Bob from Pike Road language. Left tackle was Tweedledee. Left guard was Tweedledum. The center was Rudy Stein. The right guard was Ahmed. I can give you the names, but Bob says ain't any good, and that's going to be the end of the show. Anyway.
So I'm with you. I mean, until I hear what Bob has to say about the O-line and what he's picked up with their performance yesterday in scrimmage number 2, I put a lot of stock and value in what Bob from Pike Road has to say. He's an offensive line guy, coached it, so I want to hear what he's got to say today about that. Are they any better, or Is it the broker of mediocre? Is that what we're going to get more of today from Bob? We'll have to see. But the River Region Straw chat line is hopping. It is going at it today. We appreciate everybody hopping on and commenting, and not only commenting to us, but commenting amongst each other. I've noticed that, Barry. They have conversations amongst each other on
our
the
own
River
little
Region Straw
community.
chat. Yeah.
You know, you've got kids, I've got kids. We've read the Richard Scarry books with the little village with cats driving cars and little snakes that stand upright with little hats on. And all that. That's all they've got is just a little village. You know,
That's
here
right.
you got the bakery over there. You've got the what do they call it? The pot commissary over there nowadays and all that. So, yeah, you've got Alabama's final scrimmage out of the way.
That's it.
Auburn has scrimmage for the final time.
So
Troy
what are these two teams doing for the next 2 weeks?
They're not scrimmaging.
Yeah.
That's what you don't want, though. You know, number one, did Coach Bryant ever had Thud in Junction?
No. Were they scrimmaging 2 days before that opener against Nebraska? Probably so.
Were they practicing for 2 days, 2 times a day, every day during preseason?
Yeah.
Yes. You know, were they given salt pills and say, stay away from the water bowl, you'll get cramps? Yes. Nowadays, I don't know.
Now, Barry, there's another topic line on Tider Insider that caught my attention last night.
High school football, Trent Seaborn.
Yes.
Oh, he throws a pretty ball.
Yes, exactly. Now we're thinking a lot. I thought, wow, look at this. Excited about is he a senior yet? I mean, the kid's been playing since he was in 8th grade.
You know, he won a state championship as an 8th grader.
Yeah. Allegedly, he had a big night last night, some high school football. Man, it seems early for high school football, and hot too.
Yeah.
But allegedly,
it was Thompson versus Central Phoenix City last night.
Those are two good teams.
Our buddy Chris Blackshear, who's obviously on the sidelines for the Troy Network and was on the air with us a couple of weeks ago, state senator. He was part of that telecast and everything. Those two teams have got a lot of names that you're going to be hearing from in college football really pretty soon. We're underway.
I don't know if I've seen this young kid play on film yet, Barry. Maybe I have seen some highlight clips, but what I'm reading about him, whoo, boy. But it goes back, as you were given the Keelan Russell update this morning and the Tider Insider recap, all I could think of, Barry, was the long, and I don't want to put the mouth on this kid, but the long list of quarterbacks that were going to be the next Joe Namath, the next Kenny Stabler. And some of them just didn't pan out. I'm not saying that about Keelan Russell.
They ended up being the next Snake Brown.
Actually. Snake Brown, yeah. Or Perry Cuda.
We've got a 2-hour show, so I'm not going to go over the list of all of them, but Jeff Dunn, Billy Ray, Star Jackson, Vince Sutton, Blake
Phillips?
Barnett, John David Phillips, who actually did start. I like him okay.
Vince somebody?
Vince Sutton.
Vince Sutton.
Yeah, Danny Woodson.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
But from everything I'm hearing and reading, that both these young men, Austin Mack and Keelan Russell, are very talented. So whichever one ends up being the starter, and I do feel, and I've said it all summer, I think Keelan Russell's going to be the guy when it's all said and done. Could they both play against East Carolina? Yes. I can see that happening.
He says, the next Spencer Pennington? Nice. That's a good get. That's
sure. If y'all want to throw them out there on the River Region Straw chat line, go for it, because I know we've missed a few.
A few dozen.
Yeah. Sure, we've done that. All right. We're at Stivers Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Prattville. Make this the summer event for you. 2026 Jeep Grand Cherokee L Limited. Get $4,500 total bonus cash allowance. That, of course, offer ends the end of this month. Power dollars. 2026 Dodge Charger Scat Pack, $5,500 in power dollars bonus cash allowance. That offer ends at the end of the month, so you need to hurry in on that. 2026 Ram 1500 with America's best full-size truck powertrain, limited warranty, 10 years, 100,000 miles, up to $23,000 in savings, or as low as 0% APR for 60 months. Also, the 2026 Ram heavy duties are also sale price too.
You can have a Dodge Ram for 9 years.
Yeah.
have put 90,000 miles on it and it's still under warranty?
It's still under warranty.
Who else does that?
Nobody. America's best full-size truck powertrain limited warranty, 10-year, 100,000 miles. Hey, you need the heavy duties, Barry, 25 grand in savings.
Nice.
Also, that powertrain warranty is available for you on that, up to 9 grand in savings, or as low as 2.9% APR for 84 months on the Jeep Grand Cherokee L. And folks, if you have not seen the new Dodge Charger Scat Pack, you got to come check it out. It is here in the showroom. It is awesome looking. Come see for yourself here at Stivers. CDJR, Alabama's largest volume Ram dealer here in Prattville.
We're in the showroom. It's on Cobbs Ford Road in Prattville, just a short drive down I-65 from Montgomery, or really anywhere. Come see us. It's Longshore and McKnight in association with Yellowhammer News, presented by Bud Light.
Longshore and McKnight are brought to you in part by Stivers Automotive, Stivers Ford in Montgomery, and Stivers Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Prattville. For the absolute best on-site selection, service, and price, no other dealer can match Stivers. Stivers Ford in Montgomery is located at 4000 Eastern Boulevard and online at stiversfordmontgomery.com. Stivers CDJR in Prattville is located at 2209 Cobbs Ford Road and online at stiverscdjr.com. Longshore and McKnight have been Stivers customers for over 15 years. You should be too. Stivers Automotive, where price sells cars, trucks, and SUVs.
Budweiser, the American lager. A time-honored recipe, true to our original process, brewed using the choicest hops, rice, and best barley malt, delivering great quality beer since 1876. Budweiser. This Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Local banking expertise, the newest innovations and technology, personal attention, genuine hospitality. It's all just part of the Riverbank and Trust difference. They invite you to experience it for yourself. Welcome to Banking Above and Beyond at Riverbank and Trust. Locations throughout the River region, locations throughout the state of Alabama. River Bank and Trust.
At Dixie Overhead Door, we specialize in top-quality garage door solutions for homes across Alabama and Georgia. In need of a garage door repair or a brand new garage door installation, our expert team delivers fast, reliable service with local expertise that you can trust, providing customized solutions and exceptional care every step of the way. Visit us today at DixieOverheadDoor.com and experience the Dixie difference.
Okay, back at it here live at Stivers CDJR in Prattville, where price sells cars.
We were talking in the last hour, reminiscing a little bit about back in our day.
Yeah.
When we were in college, we didn't have backpacks. Backpacks were a thing if you were going hiking.
Yeah.
Or if you were going camping or something, but
That's
not in
right.
class. It's a great idea. I've got a backpack. I've carried a backpack for years. And no books. You know what else you don't have in college anymore? Evidently, you don't have football players taking classes.
I saw that. Yeah.
I'm fairly sure about this, like 98% sure about this, that if you are to be kids, what they used to call academically eligible to participate in intercollegiate football, I'm not sure that that's a thing anymore, but you used to have to take at least 12 credit hours in the semester in which the football season falls.
True.
At least 12.
That's right. You're a full-time student with 12 hours.
You could take more, but John would say, why?
Yeah.
You could take more, but you had to take at least 12.
Correct.
To do what, to prove to the NCAA that you were making satisfactory progress towards a degree.
Mm-hmm.
You know, which both John and I, here and there we made.
Yeah.
Anyway,
They just don't put a time limit on it, Barry. You got to
Right.
take 12, but
Yeah.
it can take as long as you want.
life is short.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. You had to have 12 hours. Yeah, had to be making satisfactory progress towards a degree. Two things. There were two things that got you off the hook.
All right.
Number one, if you had already got your bachelor's degree and you were taking graduate courses.
That's right.
Which in this day and age, you know, when everybody's going to summer school, you get done early and not get done in 3 years. It's not unheard of. Or if you only had to take a certain number of hours to get your degree. Like if you were 3 hours short of
Correct.
getting your bachelor's degree in the fall, you could take 3 hours.
I had a friend like that, Barry, my freshman year, my fall of my freshman year, my first year, I'm taking my 12. A friend of mine, older, obviously a senior, he had planned it out, Barry, so he could get one more football season in. So he was a fifth year taking 3 hours in the fall for that main reason. Hey, son, shouldn't you be coming home? Pops can't make it. Got 3 more hours.
That's right.
Got to go back. So he finagled it. I thought, I got to remember that.
And if somebody is that much of a planner, is that organized in their thinking, to said, okay, all right, I got 12 this one, I got 14 this one. Okay, that'll work, because then I only have to take 3 in my last year, and then I can get student tickets and all that kind of for the final year. If he is smart enough to do that, he is smart enough to make sure that final class is something like canoeing,
exactly,
or
exactly
intro to tennis, or something like that.
Correct.
Nowadays, I just don't know. There are a couple of stories out there as we get set to get into fall semester around this country of ours collegiately. Lenora Sellers,
good player.
Yep. Almost beat Alabama twice.
Oof,
he is a quarterback at the University of South Carolina, and he is set to graduate with his undergraduate degree, God bless him, from the University of South Carolina. My niece, Kelsey, has a degree from South Carolina.
All right.
A great friend of mine, degree from a fine institution, John.
Sure, ain't no doubt.
The only
Eddie Stivers is a big fan of South Carolina.
Yeah, there you go.
Even during football season, he'll start crowing like that Gamecock coming into the dealership.
Crap out of me if I'm not paying attention. He's gotten all of his hours to graduate. Okay. He only needs one thing. This is outstanding planning. Lenora Sellers, this semester, when he's quarterback at South Carolina, has no traditional classes for his final semester. He is getting a degree in sports management, which is what my brother got his degree in.
Yeah.
As a degree in sports management, he has an internship.
Okay.
And that happens to a lot of people. The final thing you do before you get your teaching degree or whatever, you have to have an internship.
Oh, that's right.
Lenora Sellers' internship is at a place called the Par T Golf Center. You know, Par, it's a golf center. It's not Party Golf Center.
No, it's
the
PAR-TEE
Golf Center in Columbia, a local golf facility. I'm thinking driving range. They got a little
poker game in the back.
Yeah, they got a big party room and all this kind of stuff. You can cater in advance. Lenora Sellers is practicing, working out, watching film. What do you reckon he is doing as part of his internship at the Par T Golf Center?
Well, you know,
in Columbia, South Carolina.
He's got to, you know, count the cash that came in that day. He's got to get the cash count correct.
Well, you used to do that anytime you played golf anyway.
True.
And you didn't even work there.
He's got to make sure the golf carts are getting recharged. That's a lot of responsibility. Now, Barry, what was that? How did you, when you opened up, you said non-traditional classes or something? How did you describe that again?
He doesn't have any traditional classes, which includes, you know, actual in-person attendance in a room on the South Carolina
That kind of
campus.
sounds like a former SEC quarterback had the same situation many years ago.
Well, from some people, non-traditional classes means online classes.
Yeah.
Which everybody takes. You think, well, no, online classes are for the kids. You know who's taken online classes to get his degree? At least a couple of online classes to get his degree. This guy.
Yeah, I did.
And if John can figure out,
it's
Mr. Technology over here, how to take an online class, it's wide open for anybody.
Yeah.
Now, did they have online classes when Cam Newton was in school?
Who?
Yes, they did.
Who?
Because he had to use his laptop to take them. Well, he had to use a laptop.
Yeah,
I'm not sure it was his.
his.
That was the issue.
Yeah. Was it his
Also,
laptop? Huh.
Get this, one
Yeah.
more. This guy has a chance to be this year's Fernando Mendoza, transferred to a better league to get developed, maybe in a really good situation. He is a graduate student quarterback from Iowa State. His name is Rocco Becht.
All right. Cyclone.
Rocco Becht played for 3 years, very good, had great numbers for head coach Matt Campbell. Well, now Matt Campbell is the head coach at Penn State. Rocco Becht, with his Iowa State undergraduate degree in hand, is now the starting quarterback at Penn State in his graduate season.
Is he the quarterback or the campus bookie? Rocco
Becht. Yes, Becht. And his first name is Rocco.
All right.
Good player. Player.
Yeah.
He was being interviewed yesterday, and somebody asked him about his course load. He says, well, I'm not taking any classes. And they say, well, how are you enrolled? He says, well, I am taking a special online offering. I forget what he even called it. But it's not an online class. It's an online self-directed study something.
Self-directed. Is that like interdisciplinary studies?
I don't know. I sounds made up, doesn't it? Maybe it is. Somebody said, well, what are you studying? And I mean, classes are going on. What are you studying? He says, well, we haven't decided that yet. So Rocco Becht is going to play quarterback in Happy Valley for the Penn State Nittany Lions this year. And he's studying something, I guess. It's what he wants to study. It can be whatever, and they haven't decided yet. Is he studying, I don't know, thermonuclear dynamics?
Yeah.
Is he studying the Sports Illustrated swimsuit issues down the years? Is he studying the probabilities of hitting when you're showing 13 on a blackjack hand?
That's a class I wish they'd have offered when I was in school.
What is going on here? You've got players that are playing at colleges.
Well, Bear, we can
where
take it even
they're
further.
working as an internship at the Partee Golf Center. They're studying something self-directed. It's whatever you want to study. What is it? I don't know. We haven't decided yet. John, anybody who is jaded enough to say, they're not really college student athletes, I disagree with them, but I understand why they're thinking what they're thinking.
And then, Barry, on top of that, LSU's going to have, 3 or 4 players that sign professional contracts, and some judge down there said, yeah, you can go back and play collegiate athletics. So does that change the whole dynamic of LSU? See, there again, how do you predict where schools are going to finish? How do you predict the order? If LSU ends up having 4 professional players on their roster this year, if you got to reevaluate what LSU is going to be like on the football field, I think you kind of do. I think it might make a little difference, maybe a win here or there, who knows? But it's crazy. I mean, the academic load, professional athletes coming back. SEC Commissioner Greg Sankey's gotten all over this. He is not happy at all.
No.
Barry, I read some press release, and I got lost in it because there were too many big words I couldn't figure out that Sankey used in his description of how upset he was with this ruling. But it just shows you how crazy things are. But I will say, Barry, I don't think my son followed Keelan Russell into his class yesterday. But as I mentioned earlier in the show, he did see him on the quad. He was walking across the quad with a backpack, did have earbuds in. Junior went up to him and asked him if he could get a photo. They did. So there was proof that Alabama's, should I say, starting quarterback or potential starting quarterback against East Carolina was on his way to class yesterday.
Yes. Those days are getting fewer and fewer for college athletes, college football players, with backpacks and books and heading to a class in a real classroom. John, internship, and that's all you're doing in your fall semester of your football season? Self-directed study in a course that you haven't decided yet how they're going to create it? What happened to the good old days when you could just walk in by the Foot Locker on the bottom floor next to Smoothie King in South Florida and get your credit hours that way?
In 2 weeks.
Even that
Yeah.
harkens back to the good old days. That feels like, whenever you're watching Little House on the Prairie and they've got chalkboards and they've got little chalk and, Dee can tell you what the teacher's name was.
How about Nellie Olson? Oh, she was
Nellie
terrible.
Olson in the back, and Willie, who I wanted to
Willie.
pop in the head. Willie shooting spitballs at you. John, that's what this feels like. Wait a minute. You are waking up and going to an 8 o'clock class in person, sitting at a desk with a whiteboard and a teacher.
Well, what's happening there?
It's
So that is kind of crazy. I'm with you there. I don't really like it, but we'll see how it plays out. How did it play out in the NFL last night, Bear? I understand that Mendoza got what they claim pick sixth last night.
He was not great. Raiders win. Raiders beat the Texans.
Okay.
It was a struggle for Fernando Mendoza. Obviously, he's in a situation with the Las Vegas Raiders where the starting quarterback, Kirk Cousins, is kind of his mentor. They kind of took the blinders off a little bit for Fernando yesterday. They better put Kirk Cousins back in there because with that offensive line, Mendoza is going to get steamrolled a lot. Get him out of there. The offensive line was horrendous, but the Raiders win over the Texans 22-20. The Chargers were playing at home against the totally banged up San Francisco 49ers. Didn't matter. 49ers win it by 24 last night.
And people want to know, hey, Phantom, why aren't you picking NFL preseason? Because of results like that. And I know what you're going to say. Well, based on the results this week, you should have done it. Just tap the brake. Hold on. We'll get to that in a minute.
Coming up tonight, 6 o'clock, it's the Jets and the Steelers. 6:30, the Jags are hosting the Panthers. Will Bryce Young play? Will he play a lot? And tonight, former Oregon quarterback Bo Nix and the Denver Broncos take on the Green Bay Packers.
That should be a good one.
3 decent games.
Yeah.
The Steelers-Jets game is on the NFL Network. The Packers-Broncos game is on the NFL Network. That's at 8. And then the Panthers and the Jags, I think that's going to be on an Etch-a-Sketch somewhere in eastern Duval County. I don't know.
Yeah, 2 expansion teams, Barry. Did they come in the league in the same year, I believe?
I know the Jags came in 95. I am almost positive the Panthers did as well.
I think they did too.
I did too.
All right, so we got that for you tonight. A lot going on. We mentioned yesterday on the show, Barry the handicapper. Now, there's no money going to act here. We're not putting any money on the table, but we're just going to kind of for fun, which is usually not something I like to do, but in this case, we will. Barry the handicapper. We're going to get into that when we return here on the program. We'll let you in on what this is all about, but we will let you know what this is all about while we're here at Stivers.
Yes.
Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Prattville. Barry, the new 2026 Dodge Charger Scat Pack is here. You got to see it, man. It is sexy. It is fast. It is good looking. It is a muscle car, and it looks fantastic.
It's amazing.
Redesigned. They've done a great job with it. Make this the summer event here with the new 2026 Dodge Scat Pack. You got to see it. It is awesome. Also, you got great deals on the 2026 Ram 1500 with America's best full-size truck powertrain limited warranty. 10 years, 100,000 miles, up to $23,000 in savings, or as low as 0% APR for 60 months. Make this the summer sales event. If you're in the truck market, they can hook you up $9,000 in savings, or as low as 2.9% APR for 84 months on the Jeep Grand Cherokee L. Another great value here at Stivers. And the Grand Cherokee L Limited, up to purchasing it $4,500 in total bonus cash allowances. Just a few of the many great things going on up here at Stivers CDJR in Prattville on Cobbs Ford Road. And Barry, we're not talking about 3 or 4 they're trying to move off the lot. We're talking about every vehicle here, and Barry mentioned it earlier. In the front of the dealership, on the sides, and the rear of the dealership, there are vehicles everywhere. They've got what you want, and they're here for you today all weekend long at Stivers CDJR.
We're in the showroom. You come in and visit with us. You'll be greeted by a big smile from Wanda up front.
Yeah.
It's in Prattville. It's on Cobbs Ford Road. It's Longshore and McKnight in association with Yellowhammer News, presented by Bud Light.
Known by avid golfers as one of the most beautiful and challenging stops on the Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail, Cambrian Ridge in Greenville lies just 40 miles from Montgomery. It is well worth the ride for any golfer looking for 27 holes of jaw-dropping golf. The greens have been redesigned to accommodate the higher green speeds associated with their installation of the latest generation of ultra-dwarf Bermuda grass. Cambrian Ridge offers a fully stocked pro shop with all the latest equipment and apparel. Great food and beverages in the clubhouse can be enjoyed both before and after your round. Get your group together and hit the trail. Go to rtjgolf.com/Cambrian Ridge for tee times and more information.
I don't care what kind of stories that's been told on you. That may be a lot of things in life you used to do. If you can't give true love to me, I'll understand. Just do the best you can.
Michelob Ultra, 2.6 carbs and 95 calories.
Why Hands? At Hands Heating and Air, you get this area's highest ranked service provider with 24-hour repair service, no overtime charges, and their same-day service guarantee. Plus, instead of other companies' 30-day repair warranty, Hands gives you a 3-year repair warranty. Hands Heating and Air is here for you 24/7, 365. And service is not just something they do, it's their way of operating, for you in mind. All of Hands employees are trained to adhere to this standard. They work hard to ensure that this standard is maintained, and they are constantly looking for new ways to better serve you. Call Hands Heating and Air today at 508-5382. That's 508-5382, or find them on the web at 834hands.com.
Okay, welcome back in, everybody. So glad you are with us here. We're live at Stivers CDJR in Prattville, where Price sells cars. The summer sales event is continuing on. You need to take advantage of it. Incredible deals. We'll tell you all about it here today. I got to just give it up. I mean, the River Region Straw chat line with the former Alabama quarterbacks that were going to hit it big that did not. I mean, the names are rolling. My man Joe with Cooper Bateman. I mean, there's people I've just completely forgotten about, and they're bringing it on strong today. We appreciate that. Nice. Ted, I want to make sure you know, Barry and I are not this old. We did not go to school and wrap our books with a leather belt like they did in Leave It to Beaver.
Yeah, they did that with Opie on the Andy Griffith show, and I'm thinking, why don't you just hold your books? They put some sort of a leather strap, and you have to.
That wasn't
Opie. When Opie was trying to shine up to that little girl and she kept giving him the brush off, and so he ended up going with with Thelma Lou. I'm thinking, why do you have to hold your book with a strap, but you can hold hers? Anyway, I don't know. That's not us. I do have something here before we get into my absolute lack of prognosis. Is this a good idea or no? You know what On to Victory is. Alabama's got something. It's called Yay Alabama, and their director is back in jail.
I did see that. Wow. Ooh. Speeding, maybe?
No.
Dewey?
A Dewey. This was after the sting for the 2 days afterwards.
Oh, man.
Anyway, okay, yeah, but On to Victory is Auburn's NIL collective. You know, that's through Auburn University.
Yeah.
I think Jason Campbell is the one who's in charge of it, who works with it. And they're fundraising for NIL for their student athletes. You know, that's what it's intended to be. Sure. Student athletes using their name, image, and likeness to earn money. On to Victory and these things like it are providing opportunities. They're coming up with, hey, you can earn money doing this, instead of like, I don't know, go down to Orange Julius and try and get a job or whatever. This is coming up tomorrow, Saturday.
Okay.
The On to Victory, again, sponsored by Auburn Athletics and the On to Victory official collective, On to Victory's card and memorabilia show at Neville Arena, the basketball arena.
Yeah, okay.
You can go online at ontovictory.com to get your tickets, your show entry tickets, your parking, to purchase in-person autographs. You can go ahead and go online and say, give me Byram Brown, I want Tay Meadows, give me Trey Taylor, give me, whomever.
Okay.
And there's vendor information as well. Vendors can sell their cards and players can sign them and all that. And they have premium experiences. It's a 2-day event hosted exclusively by On to Victory Events, featuring 150 to 200 vendor tables, sports cards, memorabilia, and collectibles, along with live celebrity autograph signings and VIP experience.
Who are the live celebrities that are going to be there?
Well, I haven't seen it. It says among the FAQs, are autographs from Auburn student athletes included with general admission? The answer is yes.
Oh, good.
10 to 11 tomorrow morning, it's baseball, men's and women's swimming and diving. 1 to 2, it's men's basketball, men's and women's tennis and volleyball. At 4, it's men's golf, national champions.
Yeah, sure.
Soccer, softball, and women's basketball. On Sunday, early afternoon, it's football's defense, men's and women's track and field and gymnastics. In the afternoon, it's football's offense and equestrian.
Yeah, I'm just getting a mental picture here. They'll have a table set up similar to ours, and there's going to be a couple of tennis players for the women's doubles team, and they're going to be sitting there twiddling their thumbs.
Well, see, Saturday night, 4 to 5, it's football offense and equestrian.
Oh,
those equestrians are going to be like.
So you said 140 vendors? I mean, are these Auburn vendors, or are these like fans with stuff they're trying to unload?
They've got no. It's not fans with stuff they're. That's called garage sales.
Oh, okay.
John. This is not a garage sale.
Huh?
Celebrity guests.
Yeah, let me
are
hear this.
not just I don't know, just like Auburn people.
Yeah, okay.
Dale Murphy.
Wait a minute. Did he go to
Auburn? Brian Jordan, Dominique Wilkins.
Wait a minute, Brian Jordan, is he the actor?
No, that's Michael.
Oh.
Brian Jordan,
Dominique?
who played for the Falcons,
Ah.
also played for the Braves. He's
That's
been on the
right.
TV thing for the Braves. Tim Hudson, who went to Auburn.
Dominic Wilkins went to Georgia.
That's what I'm wondering. I'm wondering why in the world is he doing that? Why do you
Okay.
think he's doing that?
Yeah.
Newly minted Baseball Hall of Famer Andrew Jones.
Now, these
as far
guys
as
aren't
student-
coming for free, so they're having to pay these guys, which is taken away from the bottom line. Just saying, here's who I want to see, Barry. Can I get an autographed 8x10 of that picture of Twilita Ramsey coming off the stage at graduation? Can I get Jeff Berger's shotgun that was shot off in the Crystal parking lot? Those are the kind of memorabilia I want to get. Is Cam Newton's moped up for auction? Can I get is the laptop available? Can I get that signed? I mean, I'd like to do, that's the kind of stuff that I think
got
would take
400 on
top
Jeff
dollar.
Berger's pistol.
Yeah.
Jeff Berger's pistol.
Didn't D.D.
400.
Green shoot a gun off at a frat party or something, I think, over there too? Or maybe the gun that Lorenzo Diamond's old lady shot him with.
That ain't right. That is not right.
That's what I want.
Okay.
Am I missing anything? Help me out here on the River Region Straw chat line, please.
So,
what memorabilia would you buy, if available, at this Auburn auction that they're having? The
I'm
garage
just
sale.
saying it is a genius. It's what NIL was supposed to be. Use your name, image, and likeness to promote a product, to promote yourself, to promote your school, whatever, and you get paid to do it. I think it's good. I am sure that Auburn did not originate this idea. I am totally positive this has happened before at other schools.
Oh, here they come.
But I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Well, the good thing about a garage sale, Barry, it's normally outdoors. It's hot. It's muggy. People are kind of fighting.
Hat dye seersucker pants. I
Yeah,
like that.
That's
but
a good one. That's
he
a
can't
good
sign
one.
it though.
Yeah, with the Delta frequent flyer card too. That was in the pocket.
And the Carmike sent him a 7. I think What is Coach Dye doing getting a frequent go?
How did I miss
Hey, I'm
that
Pat
one?
Dye. Punch
Yeah.
my Carmike card for me. I got 2.
How in the world did I miss that one? I mean, that is a layup.
Well, if you had sat in a quiet room and been able to reflect, you'd come up with a lot of
I mean,
that.
the Pat
But,
Dye
I mean,
pants is a good one.
Does it cheapen things to you?
Eh,
Like, would you see that at blue
Oh, here they
blood
come.
institutions? I like it. Well,
how about this, Barry? Can we get the little black book that Paul Davis interviewed Terry Bowden with? How about your Pat Dye's pants, Twilights to play? Wayne Hall's black book. Oh, that'd be a nice one.
Nice.
Yeah, there's a lot of options here. They have opened up Pandora's box with this little event that they're going to have up there.
Cam's scooter is low hanging fruit.
Yeah. So
I
I
like
like
that.
this, but look, we all know, Barry, and I'm just not going to point this at Auburn. Fans in the SEC will buy anything. Anything.
Ooh, yeah.
So, I mean, this is going to be a money maker. No matter what they're selling, they're going to make some money. And people are going to go over there and get their, little trinket or autograph. I've never been a big autograph guy.
I haven't either.
I'm not going to go up to somebody and go, hey, man, can I have your autograph? Maybe a picture if it's convenient, but, I'm just not an autograph guy. But memorabilia, I don't know if I'm going to pay for memorabilia. If somebody gives me something, hey, man, I appreciate that. Thank you. That's a very
Hence
nice
the backdrop
gesture.
of John's home studio
Yeah.
and everything.
Yeah.
Thanks, Bob.
Yeah, Bob.
Right there, yeah.
But that should be fun. And look, in this day and age, Barry, you got to come up with any way you can to generate income. So I get it. I'm still wondering.
The other question, the big question that I've got, now what I'm wondering.
Yep.
Somebody just texted me. Are we paying equestrian NIL money? We should pay those horses NIL money.
Yeah.
I mean, any NIL money they earn should go straight to an oat bag and, some wheat cakes or whatever.
I'm. Here's what I'm waiting for, though. Have all your garage sales, yard sales, all that type stuff. That's great. But here we're 2 weeks out, Barry, from the start of Auburn and Alabama season. Should I be as bold enough to say there will be some announcement from both of those athletic departments about a sponsorship of a logo on the jersey, on the field, signage in the stadium? When is that coming?
I'm not going to say 100%, but I'm saying like 85%. And I'm talking 85% that it will happen within the next 2 weeks. I'm even getting a confined time timeline. It will happen at both schools before the start of the season.
I think it's got to. I mean, are they holding off? Are they going to make some big announcement? Are they going to do it on the same day? I doubt it. I mean, I doubt they're going to go, hey, John, this is Greg. How about we drop this at the same time?
Yeah, somebody's going to want to do it first. Don't think that they're not finding out from their operatives in the field. Hey, they're having their patch announcement on Monday at 2. Let's have ours at noon.
So I'm thinking, a lot of schools out there, Ohio State, Penn State, Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
Georgia should have known that was coming. Progressive auto insurance with all the problems they've had with the football players.
Can you cut us a volume discount?
So that's interesting. Just like Rodney was talking about, though, Barry, I don't agree totally with Rodney on the fact that, some companies might feel, well, if I sponsor Alabama, I'm going to tick off the Auburn fan base and vice versa. Look, my thing is, if it's I've used Yellowwood. It's a great product. I don't have a problem if they sponsor Auburn athletics. I eat Golden Flake and drink Coca-Cola. That's what Coach Bryant did on his replay show. So I don't have a problem with that. I mean, it's like, look, when Tuberville ran for Senate, he hit he carried 66 of the 67 counties. He even carried Tuscaloosa County. I can't remember I think it was Baldwin County, maybe, that he didn't carry.
Or like Washington County.
That was where Jeff Sessions was from, something like that. I don't remember. But anyway, so obviously Alabama fans would vote for Tuberville, as they did, and I'm sure they're going to do it again in November. Same thing with the sponsor. I don't think twice about it. If I'm building a fence or a deck, I'm going to get Yellowwood.
It's got to be, something good, though. It can't be slap chop. It can't be sham wow. It's got to be something. And it can't be a regional product. It's got to be something with some oomph.
I totally agree. Now, that's why I think Mercedes would be, a pretty good fit for Alabama. The plant's right down the road off 59, and you can see it. It's beautiful. Saban's affiliated with Mercedes.
Does anybody know what Bojo's logo is? Is it clean? Is it small? Bojo's rims?
That's too wordy.
Menswear.
You got to have something. So you see that, Mercedes logo, you know what it is.
And it's not a big, huge, colorful, flowery-looking logo. It's clean. It's minimalist. Right. It's just right there. And you say, hey,
you know what
Mercedes.
It is.
Yeah.
So, I think you're right. You got to have something like that. I mean, everybody now the progressive patch, I think, is going to be a little big. I just got to say.
Yeah.
That's a little wordy there.
Yeah. We'll cut you a volume discount, Kirby, but you better give us a big patch.
When Georgia has that, Auburn, Alabama do the same thing. Like Auburn, the coaches will be talking. There'll be a banner behind them, and it says Piedmont Healthcare on the Auburn banner. I don't know if there's a hospital in Auburn named. I know there's a Piedmont Hospital in Atlanta.
No, there's the East Alabama Medical Center.
But there's something
where my
Piedmont
son Jack was born.
Regional something on Auburn's banner. Alabama's got something that had a bank on it, I believe.
Well, is this even plausible as well, Joe? I like your idea. I like where you're coming from with this one right here. But I don't know that there is a logo for Arity's Angels. I mean,
I'm not sure it's in business anymore. That would be a
problem.
problem.
They got tons of free advertising.
They certainly did. I'm not real sure if Arity's Angels is still around. I certainly don't think Destiny's still around.
There's other stuff as well. For Auburn, La Quinta, that's too busy of a logo.
Smoothie King is a natural.
Okay, all right. I deserve that one because he jumped the route on me.
It is, they got Smoothie King in New Orleans. They sponsor that arena. Was that company formed in New Orleans? I always wondered what the
Smoothie King connection was.
With that, but I do think it's coming. It'll be interesting to see. Georgia's got Delta Airlines behind them. Are Florida fans not going to fly on Delta because they sponsor Georgia athletics? I don't think so. Speaking of that, Barry, real quick, we were talking about the Alabama-Tennessee game, and they're both going to wear the home jerseys. Yeah. Have Florida and Georgia ever done that? Somebody asked me about that. I said, man, I think
I remember that.
Yeah. Where Florida might have worn blue, Georgia wore red or something like that. And I thought, I kind of do remember that, but I can't recall exactly when they did that. I would like to see them do it. I'd like to see Florida and Georgia go with particularly if they're playing, on a neutral site, so to speak. Cecil Newton's church financial record book, is that going to be available at the auction? That was more of a private thing. I don't think really.
I'm not ever sure anything was ever written down.
I'm not sure Auburn was connected with that.
That was
maybe a little bit.
So
So I don't know. We'll look into that. But a lot of great suggestions today. And when does this start again, Barry? When can we go over there to Neville Arena? Saturday?
It starts tomorrow and Sunday, beginning in the morning. But you got to go online at ontuvictory.com to make sure that you request whatever signing you want, whatever autograph as well. Several times in the Florida-Georgia game, there have been occasions where both teams have won their home colored jerseys in the same game. In 2014 in Jacksonville, which is embarrassing because I was at that game and I totally forgot about that. Yeah. My sister Melanie and I went to that game in Jacksonville. Georgia wore the red jerseys. Florida wore the blue jerseys. Florida had a quarterback named Treon Harris who had his only good game in his entire history. It's the first time that since 1970, it was red versus blue in 2015 and 2016. It happened a lot back in the 60s. So, that's a good get there. We'll be back in a moment.
Yeah.
Coming up.
Getting ready.
Barry's going to try his hand at handicapping.
That's right.
It's Longshore McKnight live at Stivers Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Cobbs Ford Road in Prattville, in association with Yellowhammer News, presented by Bud Light.
The more you play, the more chances you have to win during Diamond Days all summer long at Victoryland Casino. Win diamond jewelry and your share of $105,000 in free play. Also all summer long, it's TV Tuesdays. Win TVs and your share of $80,000 in free play. Giveaways galore all summer long. Diamond Days and TV Tuesdays with $185,000 in free play at Victoryland Casino, where you can be a winner too. Victoryland Casino off I-85 exit 22 Shorter, Alabama. Must be 21 or older.
Excuse me, just gonna hop in here. Pardon me.
Whoa. Don't even think about it.
I'd like a beer, Bud Light. Bud Light, please.
Bud Light.
Just one.
Bud Light.
Just one Bud Light, please. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Hold my legs.
What's this? You teaming up? That is crazy.
Hello? One Bud Light, please.
Two.
Anything for the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light.
I knew you still had it.
Did you?
No.
Phoenix Physical Therapy is ready to help patients recover, recharge, and rise. They develop a customized therapy plan for each patient to get them back to enjoying their favorite activities. Their experienced team is committed to providing exceptional care in a professional environment. Whether you're looking to prevent or treat an injury, recover from a recent illness, or recuperate from surgery, schedule an appointment with one of their clinics and take advantage of physical therapy, athletic training, workers' comp, and employer solution services. Get back in the game, get back to work, and get back to life with Phoenix Physical Therapy. To find a location near you and to schedule an appointment, go to phoenixphysicaltherapy.com. That's phoenixphysicaltherapy.com.
Welcome back, everybody. A couple of minutes to the top of the hour. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. It's very important. We really appreciate it. Helps with the algorithm. Don't tell me to ask you. Don't give me to ask. I'll tell you what it is because I don't know what an algorithm is.
No.
But it sounds important, and people tell us it's important for us. So hit it. We appreciate it. Like button, subscribe button, instant notifications. You never miss any of our content. Never miss any of our clips that we put out there each and every day. And the Phantom's Daily Dog, if you miss it, you can catch it that way as well. Also, we're on Facebook, YouTube, X, Instagram, Spotify, iTunes, Yellowhammer News, yellowhammernews.com. Check us out on the Yellowhammer Facebook page. So many ways to check us out. We lay it down live every weekday morning from 7 until 9, but you can check it out anytime you want on your schedule. That's the beauty of it. You can watch, you can listen, you can do both, run it through your Bluetooth in your vehicle. All these CDJR vehicles here at Stivers and Travel, Bluetooth capable, boom. Listen to us, man. Easy peasy.
You styling down the street, heading to work and everything. You got Longshore McKnight booming. You are kings.
Yes. Hi.
Big shout out here. John mentioned he mentioned that Fernando Mendoza had a pick six last night. Raiders ended up winning, though. The Las Vegas Raiders beat the Houston Texans. Big shout out to Raiders defensive back Devin Lafayette, who had an interception at the very end to seal the victory for Las Vegas. They kneeled it out after that. Former Troy Trojan. Check out my podcast with him on Apple Podcasts at Troy Athletics there. Great guy.
He might make the team with that pick.
I'm telling you. They've got a couple of DBs in the NFL from Troy, Reddy Stewart and Del Pettis, some of those guys. So we got that going on. We may not get to it. We may not get to it on the air because we're busy. We're focused on everything, or at least most of the time we are. Keep them coming with the suggestions on what Auburn should have available to autograph. Hugh Freeze's burner phone is a good idea technically, but there's more than one.
There is more than one.
You
or maybe a signed scorecard from Hugh Freeze when he had like his career round, which I think maybe it was the Friday before the LSU game. That would be nice.
Terry Bowden's James Taylor ticket,
any Brian Harsin memorabilia?
His plane ticket out of there. His receipt from U-Haul.
I mean, I kind of get the feeling that Brian Harsin's similar to the little area, the Mike Price area in the Bryant Museum. It's about like, I'm not even sure it's in there, actually. I don't think it is.
Okay.
But yeah, that should be good. And if you're planning on going, I'd like to hear about that. And obviously Monday, I'd like to know what you bought. maybe send us a picture of it. Send us a picture. You know, Albie's going to be there. You get your picture with Albie. What you bought. You know,
you better get your picture. I mean, they got a kids zone there too, by the way.
Sure, yeah.
You better get your picture taken with Albie for free. Well, if you get your picture taken with anybody sending your autograph, get it for free.
Albie's got to eat too now. I mean, Albie needs to get a little piece of this action.
The even if we don't get to them, you guys on the chat line can read them. There's some pretty good ones.
Yeah.
Also,
okay,
our buddy Way Offsides Jeff, he does he's part of his own podcast, similar to what we do, except not as frequently as we do. We do it all the time. It's the Way Offsides podcast. Jeff has mentioned they were on yesterday, and a lot of our viewers, a lot of our community has said, hey, Jeff, good job on the podcast last night. Hey, listen to that. Jeff, if you can, in the chat, give us the link on how they can listen to the Way Offsides podcast. It is so Bama-centric that Jeff would probably be right next to Little Man on the Alabama campus, shouldering in to get his picture made with Keelan Russell if he had the chance.
Now, Jeff also hits us with this. I did not hear it, Barry, but he says DeBoer said less than Dr. Fauci at his press conference yesterday.
Yeah, he did not have an attorney try to speak for him. Yeah. He did not plead the fifth on anything. But I've got to salute Kalen DeBoer with the Greg Sankey approach to press conferences. He said a lot. He did not. I mean, he did. There were words. There were a lot of words. There was just not a lot of details in them. Liked the offense, how they got it going. The intentionality is what I love to see. Talking about the offense, but that's all. The intentionality,
is that a word?
Is what I love to see. Last week, the defense, the intentionality on the energy, not just starting, but how they were at the end was really important to them. That was kind of the offense's job now to make sure that they address the areas where we fell short. And I thought they did that and came out and moved the ball down the field early and consistently.
I have it.
That's a big bunch of nothing.
Bold statement of nothing. You're not going to say much. You're right about that, Jeff. Barry, it just ceases to amaze me. We get a lot of questions, a lot of suggestions, a lot of comments. I did not see this question coming from Lifetime Achievement Award winner Dennis Mitchell. Asking you, not me, but he's always asking you these questions.
God bless Dennis. Dennis wants to know, in your opinion, who drank more alcohol, Johnny Majors or Doug Dickey? Doug Dickey could not carry Charlie Pell's coaching whistle. You hush your dirty mouth, Dennis Mitchell.
Yeah,
Doug Dickey was a saint.
Yeah.
Doug Dickey, the pride of Vermilion, South Carolina, was the coach at the University of Tennessee, but I forgave him from that when I was a kid, and then went from Tennessee to the University of Florida, where for 2 years as a Ute, I attended the Doug Dickey football camp and roomed in Yon Hall at Florida Field.
Any indication Dickey was drinking at that point?
No.
No? Okay.
No. Doug, I've still got my certificates.
Sure.
For my participation in the Doug Dickey football camp.
So, Barry,
Johnny Majors
now, where do you think this question, where did this come from? Where did Dennis come up with? I'm going to ask the guys this.
Well, he also asked me who I think the surprise team is going to be in high school football in the Wiregrass.
I'd like to know that.
I've got to look a little bit.
Barry, I will say this.
You never know. That's the thing about Dennis. You never know.
You never know.
You never know. It could be anything.
Dennis, I will say this. Since you asked the question.
Didn't ask it of John, but
I'm going to tell you. And Coach Majors just hadn't been with us for a couple of years.
Yes.
He's passed on to the big orange tea in the sky. I think Doug Dickey might have gone on too, hadn't he?
He's left us.
So Johnny Majors, I actually had a brush with greatness with Johnny Majors. Coach Majors.
I don't know that I know this one.
Was one of the coaches in the blue-gray game when he went back to coach at Pitt. Remember, he was at Pitt, came to Tennessee.
Oh, yeah, he was at Pitt, won the national championship with that Tony Dorsett, Hugh Green team.
Then went back to Pitt. And he came to Montgomery and was one of the coaches, I guess the blue coach. for the Blue-Gray game. And there was a family that always hosted the coaches at their house, a little get-together, and I was invited to go, I guess as a member of the media. And I knew the family, so they invited me to go. So Coach Majors is there. I do not remember who the other coaches were, but I will just say Coach Majors and the bartender at the party became friends. And the coach was knocking down the brown water pretty good. So I'm going to go with Johnny Majors, Dennis. I've never been around Doug Dickey, but I have actually seen Johnny Majors consume alcoholic beverages multiple
Yes.
alcoholic beverages in a very casual social setting.
But I, like John, wonder about the origination of that question.
Okay. I do too.
Why do you ask?
I wonder too.
I wonder. Do we want to have an entire show where we have like a 16-team playoff? The coaches who drank the most? Okay.
Whoa.
Round one.
Whoa.
Round one. It's Bill McCartney from Colorado versus Charlie McClendon from LSU.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, do you want to
Barry,
do
I'm
that?
going to go ahead and tell you who's going to be at least in the top four.
Yeah, in the tournament semifinal,
Yeah.
in the final four.
I can tell you
Tournament
one of them.
semis.
He had a famous line. If you called your mama today, he would have been in the final four. Just saying. Love Coach Bryant, but he would have made the final four.
So,
Yeah. All right.
now, here we go.
All right, folks, you've been waiting on it. It's called Barry the Handicapper. And this might not be his expertise. Barry is an expert in a lot of things. Maybe not trying to handicap the win totals for the upcoming SEC football season.
I have never bet on anything in my life.
Yeah.
I've been in casinos.
Mhm.
I've been in sports books. Not many, but I've been in them before. And it's all just Greek to me.
I get it. And I'm here to help. I'm here to guide you through it.
Thank you.
The first games for SEC teams are 2 weeks from tomorrow.
All right.
Except for, I believe, Ole Miss is playing on Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. No, that's they're playing in Nashville on Sunday. That's true. And maybe somebody else is playing in it. No, just Ole Miss. So everybody's playing 2 weeks from tomorrow, except Ole Miss. They're playing 2 weeks from Sunday. Not that that's really going to matter. So I even brought a handy-dandy helmet schedule so you can look around.
Oh, yeah.
Gurn Jr. might be able to put the schedule. We're going in alphabetical order. So maybe he can pull up the alphabetical order. Believe Alabama would be first on the list.
Okay, I'm looking at it here. I have to look at it on my screen because
Sure.
we're writing on the papers too small.
I get it. So Alabama, alphabetically, we're going to start with them. 2026 SEC football regular season win totals. Barry, the Tide is at 8.5. Are you going over or under the win total for Alabama at 8.5?
I'm going over.
Over.
Barely over. I've got them 9 wins. Well, to put it in Alabama fan language, I've got them at 3 losses.
Okay.
They're not beating Georgia. They're not beating Texas A&M. And they'll lose to either Tennessee on the road or Auburn at home.
All right. There's Bama's schedule there on the screen.
I got them
for if
over.
you were going over. Over 8.5. Barry, I'm leaning that as well. I'm thinking 9-3 as well.
Yeah.
I think Bama's going to have a tough time not getting out of the regular season with 3 losses. And you're right. I mean, Georgia, ouch. A&M could be real tough. At LSU with 4 NFL players now on their roster, watch out.
Some of them are entering into the transfer portal.
Maybe
Who
Auburn.
wants to have them? We're 2 weeks from the season.
Yeah.
Do they know the plays? Do they know the calls? Do they have?
They might know it by November the 7th. And also that sneaky South Carolina team, Barry, you got to watch out for them.
Hey, good call.
So I think 9-3 is pretty accurate there.
Also, don't take it on faith. FLORIDA STATE. Florida State, Florida State, Florida State. Ooh.
Yeah. So 9-3. Oh, Trooper Taylor's towel. That's another good one for the Auburn.
Yeah,
garage
that's
sale.
been well worn.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
All right.
probably.
So we're going
rad.
Bama 9-3.
All right. Yeah.
All right. Next, alphabetically, is the Arkansas Razorbacks. Ugh. They are posted, Barry, at 4.5.
No, I'm going under. I'm going, again, barely under.
Wow.
These guys know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
I'm going, Arkansas will go 4-8. They're better than last year. Big time fan of former guest on this program, Montgomery native KJ Jackson, who is in a pitched battle to be the Arkansas starting quarterback. That's their best chance, I believe, with him. But, geez, number one, they're going to be better, but they're still not going to be very good. At Utah, Georgia, at Texas A&M, at Auburn, at Texas.
I'm trying to think of who I think they could beat, Barry. Maybe Arkansas can beat North Alabama, Tulsa.
That may be it. They may be 2-10. They may be better, but still be 2-10. That is brutal.
That is brutal. So you're going under 4.5?
Yeah.
You know, I think I'm going to agree with you there as well. I think Arkansas will go under. I heard Feinbaum's been interviewing these college reporters, like for the college newspapers all week, and he had the guy from Arkansas on yesterday.
Yeah.
And the guy's going, pretty much we suck. We're going to be lucky to win 2 games. He was not high on his own team, so that convinced me the Hogs under 4.5.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Can we get somebody from the Crimson White?
Well, he did,
From
and the
the
guy
Plainsmen?
he goes, well, Paul, I think Alabama can win the national championship. And all, well, sure you do. You work for the CW. He goes, but I can see him losing 3 games too. I went, well, buddy, what is it? Is it the Natty
That's
or
quite the leeway
or 3 losses? I mean, come on. I mean,
fairway.
give me something. All right, that was Arkansas. We both have them at
Next,
under 4.5.
I know alphabetically are the Auburn Tigers.
Yes.
What's the total?
6.5, Barry.
Over.
I'm with you. I
Over.
just
comfortably over.
And this number has not moved a lot. There's Auburn's schedule on the screen, even with some TV. Look at this. Gurn went all out today. We got the TV networks that are carrying the first couple of 3 games. Love that. Awesome, good stuff. But Barry, the Auburn Tigers taking on Baylor in Atlanta. Even though Mr. College Football says, watch out for Baylor, I'm not buying it.
I'm not buying it.
I think
either.
Auburn can
love
win that
Tony
game, and
Barnhart,
that could
but
get ugly. Southern Miss is a win.
Then we get to the game in Gainesville between Auburn's current head coach.
It's actually in Auburn.
That's what I meant to say. In Auburn, between Auburn's current head coach and the guy that Auburn wanted to hire.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So Barry,
that will be a linchpin game. It's either going to, if they win it, it's going to be a springboard. If they lose it,
all right, in those first 5, Barry, if Auburn loses one of those, either to Florida or Tennessee, they're 4-1. Go to Georgia, they're 4-2. LSU at home could be a win. They're at Ole Miss. Certainly that's winnable too.
Ole Miss is tough.
I'm with you though, Barry. I mean, even if they lose to Georgia, LSU, and Ole Miss, they're 9-3.
Well,
where are they going to lose 3 more?
There've got to be 2 games that they win in the SEC as underdogs.
Yeah.
Will it be at Alabama? Will it be at Ole Miss? Will it be at Georgia? No. Will it be LSU at home? I mean, they have the only thing, and I believe in Auburn. I believe the talent's upgraded, and I like Golesh. The only thing that gives me concern is that schedule. That schedule is not.
Well, Barry, they could
easy.
lose to Florida, Georgia, LSU, Ole Miss, and Alabama and still go over 6.5. That's 7-5 right
That's
there.
true.
So to me,
Okay,
6.5 is a layup.
I feel good about
That's the best bet on the board so far.
Yeah, no question.
Auburn over 6.5 wins. And there again, if you all want to play along at home and think we're crazy, say you guys are crazy. No way Auburn's going over 6.5. Or no way Bama's going to go 9-3.
Yeah.
Well, whatever you want to say there. So,
right. Okay.
All right. Next up is Florida. The Florida Gators are 7.5 is their projected win total.
Love Sumrall. He will win big at Florida. He will. Sumrall will win a national championship at Florida. I am not sold on his quarterbacks. Twamel Jones, Aaron Philo. I love their new O coordinator, Buster Faulkner.
Okay.
But their quarterbacks, I don't know. What's the total?
It is 7.5 is the total for the Florida Gators, Barry. It could be a little ambitious. That hook, that half a game is really what's got me thinking here, because I see Florida winning 7 games, But Ole Miss, South Carolina, at Texas, at Georgia, look, Texas, Georgia, Oklahoma, 3 losses.
Yeah.
So that's your 9-3 there. And then you maybe trip up against Auburn and South Carolina, maybe Ole Miss. I just think 7 wins is where they're going to be. I'm going to go under 7.5.
I'm going to go under 7.5. We're agreeing.
We're agreeing way too much.
That's
here.
a close. That's a close. And if there's one right now, I feel the least confident about it's that. I don't think Florida's going to be gangbusters, but I do think, again, they've got a tough schedule as well.
All right, so we're through the Florida Gators. When we get back from our next break, we'll check in on the Georgia Bulldogs. Yeah, I guess we'll talk about the Daily Dog as well. But we'll go through the rest of these teams in the SEC. We'll put the schedules up there for you as well. So as of right now, we got a lot of overs. We got 2 overs and 2 unders.
Yes, so far,
Yep.
Still more to work on. Here live from Stivers Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Cobbs Ford Road in Prattville, Alabama. He's John Longshore. I'm Barry McKnight. It's Longshore and McKnight in association with Yellow Hammer News, presented by Bud Light.
The Bush Guide, cold and smooth survival skills. If you encounter one wolf, chances are there's a pack nearby. Fortunately, the same applies to beer. Head for the mountains of Bush. The Bush Guide, cold and smooth survival skills. To avoid going in circles, make note of recognizable landmarks, like that.
What's wrong with going in circles?
Different circles, Ross.
Okay.
Head for the mountains.
Longshore and McKnight are brought to you in part by Stivers Automotive, Stivers Ford in Montgomery, and Stivers Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Prattville. For the absolute best on-site selection, service, and price, no other dealer can match Stivers. Stivers Ford in Montgomery is located at 4000 Eastern Boulevard and online at stiversfordmontgomery.com. Stivers CDJR in Prattville is located at 2209 Cobbs Ford Road and online at stiverscdjr.com. Longshore and McKnight have been Stivers customers for over 15 years. You should be too. Stivers Automotive, where price sells cars, trucks, and SUVs. The Destin Connection Seafood Market at 3750 Norman Bridge Road in Montgomery has the freshest seafood direct from the Gulf of America. I'm talking red snapper and grouper, all sizes of Gulf shrimp, jumbo lump crab meat and crab claws, Louisiana Bay oysters, and New Bedford scallops. They are a full-service seafood market and kitchen serving po' boys, dinners, and sandwiches. You know, many well-known restaurants in the river region purchase their seafood from the Destin Connection because they know it's the absolute best. Call ahead and your order will be ready for pickup. The Destin Connection Seafood Market, 3750 Norman Bridge Road. Call 288-4272. That's 288-4272.
Okay, here we are back at it. Stivers CDJR in Prattville, Alabama. I want you to come by and see our friends here because incredible deals going on right now during the Make This the Summer event here at Stivers CDJR 2026 Ram 1500s with America's best full-size truck powertrain limited warranty. How limited is this, Barry? 10 years and 100,000 miles?
If it's limited, it ain't limited by much,
No
I'm telling you.
kidding. Up to $23,000 in savings or as low as 0% APR for 60 months. Incredible value there. Come check it out. 2026 Ram 1500s. Plenty to choose from at Alabama's largest volume Ram dealer right here in Prattville. How about the 2026 Ram Heavy Duty? $25,000 in savings. Also, that powertrain warranty available for that vehicle as well. Up to $9,000 in savings on the Jeep Grand Cherokee L, or as low as 2.9% for 84 months. And I got to tell you, the new 2026 Dodge Charger Scat Pack 6-pack 2-door is here. Man, it looks awesome. It is fast. It is sporty. It is sleek. You got to check it out for yourself.
Yep.
Is this going to be the new popular car in Tuscaloosa?
This summer is winding up. We're still in summer.
Yeah.
But this could still be your opportunity to make it a Dodge summer.
How about this?
With you.
Check it, man. Look at, I love this picture of that new Dodge Charger Scat
Oh,
Pack.
that's cherry red.
It's called Power Dollars, Barry. This is cool. Dodge Power Dollars, you get $10 per horsepower. So whatever the horsepower is on the Dodge Charger Scat Pack.
That's like $5,500.
$5,500 in Power Dollars, bonus cash allowance. Now hurry. This event ends at the end of the month, August 31st. Got to take advantage of it here at Stivers CDJR. And I'm telling you, I love that. Power Dollars. That is awesome. Here at Stivers, Alabama's largest volume Ram dealer. All right. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button.
Let's go.
You might not like this next segment. I got to tell you, it's been a rough week. We're not going to apologize, Barry. It's been a rough week.
Phantom's daily dog.
For the first time in 3 weeks, Barry, we are going to have a losing week. No matter what happens today, we're just trying to stop the bleeding. We're going to have a losing week. We're 3 down, 1 up.
What had happened was, all right, so the Braves had gotten swept at Milwaukee.
Yeah.
The White Sox.
That's true. No, Milwaukee swept them, and then they went to the White Sox. I believe that was what happened.
They open a series against Milwaukee today again.
That's right.
So they were in a little difficulty, okay?
Okay.
And they go to Chicago.
You know, Barry, this was a makeup game from June the 11th.
It's only one game. That's what threw me.
That threw me too. Makeup game.
They did that. And you think, one game, big deal. They're going to come in, rock and roll and all that, whatever. But
it wasn't good.
A little no-no going in the 7th inning for very, very locks-flowing right-hander Grant Holmes. He had a no-hitter going into the 7th inning. Didn't get the no-hitter, but he still got the shutout.
He did.
Braves
was it some little dinky hit that busted up the no-hitter?
One hit.
Come on.
It was a one-hit shutout.
Now those
and
are
the Braves win it 2-0.
Yeah, those are the kind of games, Barry, I'm looking for the upper deck so I can jump off of it. I mean, no scoring, no hitter, bore me to sleep, but the Braves got on the board first, top of the 3rd inning with a run. Then they got another one at the top of the 7th. I'm thinking, okay, no problem. We got 3 more chances here because we're the home team. We got 3 more chances at bats. Nothing happened. Didn't get a run. Shouldn't even played the game. Total waste of time. And we take a loss. That's our 3rd for the week. 1 win, 3 losses. Guaranteed a losing week. Just going to go ahead and tell you just the way it is. It's the truth. Sometimes it hurts. But we're going to try to stop the bleeding today, Barry.
What you want to do is you want to schedule a game like at Hawaii when you've been prohibited by the NCAA from going to a bowl game because of sanctions involving a student bookstore. And you go to Hawaii and you win that game and you thumb your nose at the NCAA and give yourself some momentum heading into next season, or in this case, heading into next week. You want to get some momentum heading into the weekend with a strong show.
So try to explain this to me. They played at Milwaukee, got swept, went to Chicago, beat the White Sox, and they're heading back to Milwaukee?
Just a quick trip over. Maybe it was a bus.
I mean, who's doing the scheduling?
Because it was supposed to be like a 5-game series.
Oh, really?
And they thought, well, you got to make up a game against the White Sox. It's right down the road, literally. I mean, it's what, hour and a half from Milwaukee.
Are you telling me a Major League Baseball team bust? I mean, this isn't Baltimore and Washington. This isn't the Mets and the Yankees.
But I mean, it's like flying from Montgomery Regional to Birmingham Shuttlesworth.
I've done that before. Could do it on Southern Airways back in the day.
But it was a connecting flight. It wasn't like, I got to get to Birmingham.
No, I think it was actually.
What?
They didn't have a hub. Southern didn't have a hub and spoke like Delta does today.
Okay.
But
All
anyway.
Right. Anyway,
That's interesting.
Yeah. It was a loss, but big deal. What are we going to do today to get the week
and
finished
another
up
quick
with a
note,
big
Barry,
bow?
I-65 wasn't completely finished then, so people would maybe fly a little bit more because you couldn't drive as easily as you can today. I'll just throw that out there for the heck of it. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Barry, we're going to go back to this Atlanta Brave team today. It is the first game on the board, 3:10. It is on ESPN Unlimited, which I still hadn't figured out what that is.
I'm not too sure myself, to be honest.
Back to Milwaukee. It is
Right.
Chris Sale. I've heard of that guy.
Oh, he's the Cy Young Award winner in the National League.
Jacob Mizorowski sounds like a pitcher.
You guys don't miss this one. Don't miss this one. If you watch anything today, forget about watching the Jags tonight on local TV. Watch this game. Chris Sale has won multiple Cy Youngs. He won last year for Atlanta.
Yep.
Lefty, comes from sidearm, incredible slider. The fact that John doesn't know who Jacob Mizorowski is not surprising. Jacob Mizorowski is the big thing in the National League right now.
Yeah, you better
Jacob
believe it.
Mizorowski leads the league in strikeouts by a lot. Mizorowski average velocity on his fastball is over 100 miles an hour.
How about that?
Statistically, he is the hardest thrower in Major League Baseball history.
And Barry,
he is a
I don't
stud.
know this for a fact, but I'm thinking Chris Sale did not even make the trip to Chicago, stayed in Milwaukee,
They're
rested
smart.
up. You know, no reason for him to travel. Probably stayed in his hotel suite for a couple of days, rented some, movies through the in-hotel movie selection. So he's going to be ready to go. The total in this game, 6.5.
Oh,
Under.
I don't know. Yeah.
This
Chris
game's
Sale-
going under tonight or this afternoon.
Chris Sale and Jacob Mizorowski are the two, I would say the two front runners, two of the 5 front runners for National League Cy Young Award this year. Sale has struck out 160. That is a ton. Mizorowski has struck out 210. That is a record. He got to 200 strikeouts faster than anybody in the last 60 years. Ain't no way both teams are scoring 6
Yeah,
runs.
we're going under 6.5.
No doubt.
Which is actually, you got to put a little bit more money on the under at -105, overs +110. We're going under 6.5 runs in the Brewers game today. The run total, I like that number as well. So, under 6.5 today. Braves, Brewers.
Love it.
In an early 3:10 matchup.
All right. Here's what we're going to do here. Now that the Phantom's Daily Dog is presented, we're going to take a break right here.
Yeah.
And we're going to have an elongated segment before the Gurn Jr. Victoryland 777 topic wheel to get through all the rest of the
That's right.
Southeastern Conference.
That's simple.
Next, live at Stivers, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Prattville, it's Longshore and McKnight in association with Yellowhammer News, presented by Bud Light.
Located just 8 miles north of Alabama's state capital, Capitol Hill features 3 18-hole championship courses. With more than 1,500 acres of golf and nature, the pure magnitude of this facility is amazing and allows each course to be drastically different from the others. Capitol Hill also features an innovative 360-degree driving range, 400 yards in diameter. Capitol Hill offers a fully stocked pro shop with the latest equipment and apparel. Great food and beverages in the clubhouse can be enjoyed both before and after your round. Get your group together and hit the trail. Go to rtjgolf.com/Capitol Hill for tee times and more information. Hey, you want your property looking its very best this spring and summer, and River Region Straw has premium long needle pine straw to make that property pop. You're not buying sticks, stems, or pine cones. You're buying premium long needle pine straw from River Region Straw. Kenny and his staff have access to the best pine straw in the region, full of color that will last all season long. And now River Region Straw has a 4th location in Chelsea on Highway 280 to go along with their locations here in Montgomery, Prattville, and Auburn. No order is too big or too small, from a few bales to an 18-wheeler trailer load. To get your River Region straw, drop by any of their 4 locations or give Kenny a call or text today. 669-5959. That's 669-5959. And have the best looking property this spring and summer with straw from River Region Straw. Phoenix Physical Therapy is ready to help patients recover, recharge, and rise. They develop a customized therapy plan for each patient to get them back to enjoying their favorite activities. Their experienced team is committed to providing exceptional care in a professional environment. Whether you're looking to prevent or treat an injury, recover from a recent illness, or recuperate from surgery, schedule an appointment with one of their clinics and take advantage of physical therapy, athletic training, workers' comp, and employer solution services. Get back in the game, get back to work, and get back to life with Phoenix Physical Therapy. To find a location near you and to schedule an appointment, go to phoenixphysicaltherapy.com. That's phoenixphysicaltherapy.com.
All right, welcome back in, everybody. It is the bottom of the hour, hour number 2 here at Stivers CDJR in Prattville, where Price sells cars. If I could, a shameless plug tonight. Barry, it is the debut of, wow, how many seasons is this? I need to go back and check.
How many? Yeah.
It's got to be over 20 of Lace Up, and it's tonight on CBS 8. Lindsey Bonner and myself, Lace Up, debuting for another season tonight. Big high school wrap up with the high school season starting. But we're going to get into the colleges as well. We're going to talk a little bit about these win totals tonight on Lace Up and also preview the upcoming season as well as recap some of the scrimmage news that we want to discuss. So check it out. That will be at 10:15 on Lace Up tonight on CBS 8. Starts tonight. It runs all the way through the SEC championship game. So make it your Friday night plan to check out Lace Up each and every week. All right. We're at the Georgia Bulldogs, Barry. Their win total. This is Barry the handicapper, ladies and gentlemen. We're 4 teams in. Alabama, Arkansas, Auburn, and Florida. Now we're at the Georgia Bulldogs. 9.5. What do you think, Barry?
I like it. There are 4 teams that I feel really, really strongly about nationally. Georgia is easily one of those teams. The early returns for Gunnar Stockton in camp at quarterback for Georgia, really good, ready to take another step. Love the offensive and defensive lines. And, John, I got to tell you, I also really, really like their schedule. Somebody once told me many years ago, the schedules are important. I like their schedule. Their road games.
Not only who you play, but when you play them.
And where.
Yep.
They play Arkansas on the road. They got Alabama on the road. They've got Ole Miss on the road. That's big. I mean, you'd love to have them, all in Athens, but the games that obviously the Alabama game is going to be big for Georgia, but that Ole Miss game later in the year in Oxford, could be telling as well.
Barry, if they lose, and there's the Georgia schedule right now, if they lose at Alabama and at Ole Miss, they're still over 9.5 wins for the regular season.
I don't think they win. I think they lose once in the regular season at a
I'm surprised this is at least not 10, folks. So you maybe get a push there.
Agreed.
I just don't see Georgia losing 2 regular season games. But even if they do, you're safe at 9.5. I got to go over. I think Georgia wins at least 10 games in the regular season.
There's the only thing that I can see. Again, they don't have a ton of playmakers like they've got in the past.
Yeah.
All the national pundits are acting like they're geniuses by saying, they don't have the playmakers they've had. Well, my gosh, it was embarrassing how many that they had. They've still got a ton of playmakers. The only things that could derail Georgia this year, open container, DWI,
speed limit
violations, window tinting, Stuff like that.
And that, Oklahoma at home, that's their first Big Ten. Their first 3 games are layups, and they do have the Sooners. Why, Barry, can you tell? Is Brent Venable's phone ringing off the hook? Is somebody beating his door down to hire him away?
Extension.
What are they doing out there?
He got an extension.
What has he done to warrant that?
Well, he made the playoff last year.
Oh, did he?
He made the playoff last year and had a 17-point lead in the playoff game.
That's Barry. It goes back to our radio days.
Not
when are they going to come to us and give us some just unbelievable contract, which we deserved? The numbers bared it out more than Brent Venables or Philip Fulmer, but they're giving these guys contracts. I'm thinking, what the hell? Come on.
All right.
Anyway.
Enough about Oklahoma right now. We weren't actually on them.
So you're going over
Georgia. I'm going. They will definitely. They will go 11-1. They'll definitely go.
You're going over. Me too. Wow, we agree again. We had a disagreement yet? We have not. Okay, Kentucky. This is kind of an unknown.
Okay.
Leash, Kentucky. Their total, Barry, is 4.5.
They'll go over.
You think so?
I think so. They're better. I like their quarterback. Kenny Minchie is a talented guy. He just hadn't found the right spot. They're not going to set the world on fire. They'll go 6-6. This is just about, I don't know, I think it's called chalk or something. I'm not sure. I don't know anything about that. But the lines, the games that Kentucky is favored in, they'll win.
Okay.
The games that Kentucky is not favored in, they'll lose. Which means, they'll be underdogs in more games than they'll be favored in.
And I'm going to ask you this. They're going to beat Youngstown State and South Alabama.
Yeah, they will do that. They have got a couple of games that are swing games. That'll get them over that total.
They're at South Carolina. They are at Tennessee, at Missouri. You have Louisville at the end of the year.
That's a decent schedule. That's a decent schedule.
I'm going under 4.5.
I'm going over 4.5.
There's our first disagreement, folks.
The reason why they'll go over 4.5 is they'll get an upset win. Win. Kentucky will win at Tennessee.
Okay.
That's the one right there.
I can buy that. Will they have enough to get over 4.5? Yes. Don't think so.
Okay.
I'm going under 4.5 for Kentucky. LSU. How do you handicap them NFL players on the roster? Let's see. LSU,
right.
Barry, is 8.5.
Nah.
Not buying it?
Not buying it. They're super talented. They're definitely talented. Blaine will get talent. But, man, they're loosey-goosey, They're like that Val Kilmer character in Real Genius, that is smart as can be, but he's a little bit nuts, and he's not reached his potential. LSU's on the way. They're going to win a national championship under Kiffin, but it ain't going to be this year. They'll lose at Auburn. They're going to lose at Auburn. They'll lose at Ole Miss. They're going to lose at home against Texas. That's probably it, but there's not. This is not a championship.
With LSU schedule, you see it there on the screen. I'm going under, Barry. They're going to win 8 games, but 8 games isn't enough to get you over 8.5.
Yeah, they're going under. I've got that as well.
I think under 8.5 for LSU. I'm 8-4. They're real close to the number here with LSU, but I just don't see them winning 9 games.
All right.
Don't see it.
Very interested in this. What have you got for the total for the Ole Miss Rebels and Pete Golding?
Yeah, 7.5.
Over.
See, people aren't believing in the Rebels.
I love the Rebels. I do wish that Golding would cut his F-bomb usage down to 1 every 8 words, but I think he had a major debut yesterday. Did a really good job in a trying situation as head coach. Love their quarterback. Now, all of this doesn't count if Chambliss gets hurt early. Backup quarterback is a guy named Deuce Knight. Played at Auburn last year as a true freshman.
Name sounds familiar.
But Chambliss is everything. Chambliss and Kejuan Lacey. If either one of those guys get hurt, then I back off of this pick. They're going over. I think Ole Miss is strong. Only reason why people aren't giving Ole Miss credit is because Kiffin's not there anymore. but they've still got virtually all of that talent back.
At Oklahoma, Georgia, Auburn, at Texas,
at Florida,
LSU, and don't forget about Louisville. I'm not buying it. I'm not sure they're only going to lose 4 of those games. I'm going under.
You got to believe in it.
Barry's going over 7.5. I think Ole Miss might be one of the most overrated teams. I know Trinidad Chambliss, but they're not sneaking up on anybody this year. Under 7.5 for Ole Miss.
I've got a soft spot in my heart for Ole Miss because Troy beat them in the College World Series.
That soft spot can make that wallet empty pretty quick.
Yeah.
I've told that to Bama fans. I can't bet against the Tide. Okay, I'll take your action.
Now, here's the thing about Mississippi State.
All right.
You will hear this name a lot this year, and you don't know it now. His name's Kamario Taylor. He is a quarterback, and he is huge upside. Ooh. He's big, he's strong, he's athletic, throws well, smart, leadership qualities and all that. Love me some Kamario Taylor. Is that going to be enough under Jeff Lebby in what is now his 3rd year of what has been an unsuccessful tenure? Let's first of all define what would be a successful year.
4.5 is the win total here, Barry.
Over.
You think? They're at Minnesota week 2. Hold the row or whatever it is.
Minnesota did the smart thing with all of this stuff with quarterback. I mean, with the NFL guys in camp that sued and were able to come back to college. They got a really good kicker this morning, a really good kicker who had been in camp somewhere in the NFL. I can't think of his name right now. Came back he was supposed to be at Utah or something. Well, now he's gotten signed by Minnesota. That's what you do is you get a kicker out of this because they ain't got to learn the plays. They win at Minnesota. They don't win at South Carolina. I got them barely over
5 wins. How do I come up with 5 wins in Mississippi State?
Tennessee Tech, ULM, Minnesota. They will beat Vanderbilt. Ooh, I can't say them beating up. Maybe I'm under. I'm going to stick with it. I said
you going over?
I'm going over.
I'm going under. Bears over. I'm going under 4.5 with Mississippi State. All right, Missouri. The Tigers at 6.5. The Missouri Tigers opening up against UAPB.
Arkansas Pine Bluff, the Golden Lions out of the SWAC.
On a Thursday night, then they travel to Kansas in week 2.
That's a Friday game.
Then they got the Troy Trojans week 3.
We'll be there in week 3 in Missouri. Troy has beaten them before.
At Mississippi State.
What's the number?
6.5.
Gosh, the Vegas guys are doing a really good job setting this. I got them going over. Again, barely, though.
Yeah.
Barely. I love their quarterback, Austin Simmons. Remember, he beat out Trinidad Chambliss last year before he got hurt.
True.
And if Ahmad Hardy's gunshot wound has healed.
True.
He's preseason first-team All-SEC, and he's made several first-team All-American lists. He's a stud. Quarterback, running back, same thing with Ole Miss. You got those, you got a chance.
I think I'm going over 6.5.
I'm going over there.
Yeah, I don't love it.
Not an easy schedule.
I got to pick something. I'm taking over.
Yeah,
all right,
okay.
Oklahoma. A lot of people loving Oklahoma. John Mateer's healthy. Of course, you got Brent Venables' new contract extension. Can't figure that one out. And Oklahoma comes in at 7.5. With all that I just said, they better go over 7.5.
Well, they play at Michigan in week 2. And here's the thing. They'll beat Michigan.
Yeah.
I love Kyle Whittingham, the new Michigan coach, but he ain't ready. I love Michigan. Give me, what's the number again? 7.5?
7.5.
Give me Oklahoma with the over. I think they'll be good this year.
I'm going over.
Be a factor.
Bear, I've even mentioned them as a possible SEC championship team.
They may play in it. I don't think they win it because I'm a big believer in Georgia and Texas, but they may play in it. This may be the year to which Brent Venables has been built.
Definite playoff team. South Carolina, another tricky one, Barry, because, how they played against Alabama the last 2 years. Maybe I should just get that out of my system. Get over it. Move on.
As if. Since when have you ever done that?
Yeah, their number is 6.5. Big year for Shane Beamer.
And that's where you got to get your heart out of it, because I love me some Shane Beamer. I do. I want him to be successful. I just don't know. Lenora Sellers, with that excruciating internship at the Partee Golf Center, kind of taking away his concentration, quarterback for South Carolina. He'll be an NFL quarterback. He'll be a first or a second round NFL draft pick at quarterback. Great player. Dylan Stewart, the rush end, maybe the best defensive end in the country. But, man, I don't see anything otherwise.
It's a tough one here. Over 6.5. I'm not sure.
No,
I'm thinking maybe 7-5, maybe, but 6-6 is kind of looking.
Don't fire Shane Beamer, please. He's good. It's South
What are
Carolina.
you going with?
I'm going under.
I'm going over. I think they're gonna go 7-5. I think they're going 7-5.
The Tennessee Volunteers.
Ah, man. How about this one? Tennessee comes in, Barry, at 7.5 as well. 7.5.
They got two freshman quarterbacks. One of them's a redshirt, George McIntyre. One of them's a true freshman, Brandon. Faison Brandon.
Texas State, Furman. Love me some Furman.
Oh, F you.
That purple and white, love it. Then at Georgia Tech, week 2 at Grant Field. Could be Brent King going up against Tennessee week 2.
Yeah.
How about that?
Kennesaw State
Couldn't tell you where. I think
Texas at home.
Is Kennesaw State in the state of Georgia?
It's in Kennesaw, Georgia. It's in suburban Atlanta.
There you go.
Texas at home, Auburn at home. That's a 3-game stretch that they have got to win all.
Got to win those, but they ain't beating Texas.
They won't beat Texas, no.
I'm not sure they're going to beat Auburn. They might beat Arkansas. Alabama in that huge third Saturday in October home uniform game. At South Carolina could be interesting. After that Bama game, 7.5. Are they going to go 7-5? I'm thinking 7-5.
Yeah. Barely.
I'm going under for Tennessee.
Right, here we go. Gurn Jr. We got Texas.
You went under with Tennessee?
Under with Tennessee. Okay. Texas is as strong as new rope.
9.5, just like Georgia.
Big believer in the Longhorns. They're big, they're strong, they're deep, they're smart, clean, brave, thrifty, kind, reverent, good to their mamas, and they got Arch Manning. This will be a breakout year for Arch Manning, who closed last year playing so well. I got Texas going 11-1 and playing Georgia in the SEC championship.
Barry, I got them going under 9.5.
Oh, John.
They're going to lose to Ohio State. They're going to lose to Oklahoma.
Ohio State in Austin.
Don't matter. And then they'll lose. They'll drop a game late, either LSU or A&M. I'm going under with Texas. I'm not believing. Cam Coleman with those acrobatic catches, Arch Manning.
Speaking of Texas A&M, I'm also strong on them. Mike Elko is getting it done.
God, if only Phillip could see this team.
He hated them. I don't know why. All right, what do we got?
8.5 for the for the Aggies.
Over. They won't be as good as Texas, but they'll be. I don't know if they'll be good enough for Aggie fans.
Sure.
But they'll be plenty good.
Got Arizona State week 2, no problem there. Kentucky, at LSU. LSU won't be ready by then. Arkansas, Missouri, Citadel.
In the middle of the season, you don't get Citadel in the middle of the season because you have to close at South Carolina, Tennessee, at Oklahoma, and Texas. You got to get the Citadel into that group. You got to wedge them in there amongst that Final Four because that's tough.
Ooh, Barry, as hard as this is for me to do it, I could see them going 8-4, which would be below the 8.5 mark.
No, I got them going over. I got both Texas teams going
Texas,
over.
Oklahoma. Okay, going over? I think I am too. I'm going over as well. So that leaves us with the Vanderbilt Commodores. They come in last just because of the alphabet. Vanderbilt is at 5.5 games here. They should be 2-0 right out of the gate, Barry, with Austin Peay and Delaware.
NC State, again, so much of it is contingent upon the quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Jared Curtis will be a star in this league. He's the highest rated recruit ever in Vanderbilt history, even more than C.J. Duncan. He's the quarterback. He will be the quarterback. He will start the first game of his freshman year, and he's going to have some learning curves. The number again?
5.5.
Under.
Yeah,
I'm rooting for him. Love him. They're going to have a drop-off.
Yeah, they're not going to sneak up on anybody. And, Barry, I'd feel a lot better about that Week 4 game if it was in Nashville. Reminds me of that 14-13 victory when Tommy Tuberville took them up there.
Yeah, and they had college game day
yeah,
there, and the Vanderbilt kid had a sign that said, enjoy it while you can. You'll be working for us someday.
So here it is. It is documented. We've got it here.
We'll get it notarized.
We will bring this back out probably midway through the season just to kind of see where we're looking. And then at the end of the year, we'll tally it all up and see
how long John was. When we come back here at Stivers, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram in Prattville, Alabama, it's the Gurn Jr. Victoryland 777 Topic Wheel. Longshore and McKnight, in association with Yellowhammer News, presented by Bud Light.
The Destin Connection Seafood Market at 3750 Norman Bridge Road in Montgomery has the freshest seafood direct from the Gulf of America. I'm talking red snapper and grouper, all sizes of Gulf shrimp, jumbo lump crab meat and crab claws, Louisiana Bay oysters, and New Bedford scallops. They are a full-service seafood market and kitchen serving po' boys, dinners, and sandwiches. You know, many well-known restaurants in the river region purchase their seafood from the Destin Connection because they know it's the absolute best. Call ahead and your order will be ready for pickup. The Destin Connection Seafood Market, 3750 Norman Bridge Road. Call 288-4272. That's 288-4272.
The more you play, the more chances you have to win during Diamond Days all summer long at Victoryland Casino. Win diamond jewelry and your share of $105,000 in free play. Also all summer long, it's TV Tuesdays. Win TVs and your share of $80,000 in free play. Giveaways galore all summer long. Diamond Days and TV Tuesdays with $185,000 in free play at Victoryland Casino, where you can be a winner too. Victoryland Casino off I-85 exit 22 Shorter, Alabama. Must be 21 or older.
Hey, we're back. Look at this. We got 9 minutes to go with the Victoryland Gurn Jr. 777 Topic Wheel. But I want to tell you, we're here at Stivers. CDJR, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We really appreciate it. Barry, 6 big topics today.
Yeah. Might be a good weekend to hit Victoryland a couple of times where you can be a winner too. True. 6 topics, no idea what any of them are. Usually one of them has to do with a fuzzy animal of some sort. Bad journalism. I think this is about the former Alabama player.
Okay.
Yep. Former Alabama player Kai Spears, whose dad, up until recently, was the athletic director at Marshall, and Kai ended up transferring there. Mm-hmm. Remember, he got caught up by the New York Times. They insinuated and said that he was at the scene of that fatal shooting in Tuscaloosa that allegedly involved Darius Miles. That's still under 3 other basketball players, including Brandon Miller from the school, were present for the shooting. In January 2023, a 23-year-old mother was killed. A New York Times article reporting on the thing said that Kai Spears was there, and Kai sued their behinds off. And he was right. The reporter was on the stand, and he apologized and everything. But, yeah, throw that up there again,
because
Gurn, real quick.
I think, Barry, I read this article as well. I don't know if it's in this piece. It's only the second time. Well, the New York Times has been sued a lot.
Yes.
It's only the second time they've lost.
It is bad journalism. And don't get me wrong. It's not because Kai Spears lawyered up or anything or because whatever. They were wrong.
Yeah.
They did it. They wrote it. Now, was there malice in writing that? Not necessarily. Kai Spears was a walk-on, but
Barry, that goes
the New
back.
York Times, to be honest, has been slipping. They have fallen on hard
when I read this,
times.
Barry, it reminded me of an article that was written in a newspaper read by more people in this country about somebody getting kicked out of school. And then somebody goes, that's not accurate, but no action was taken against that publication.
I thought you were going to say something. You talk about John says, I got to get off this. I got to, that's what he said about something else. He's talking about USA Today, and he's talking about Cam again. I thought you were going to talk about Paul Davis and the Tuskegee News with Terry Bowden.
Didn't Bear Bryant Wally Butt sue somebody?
The Atlanta Journal-Constitution, Furman Bishop. Let's go back to it again.
Let's do it.
All right.
5 more to go. Let's
see
what we got.
To start, Gurn.
That is a good one.
All right.
Let's see where we are. It's spinning away. It's going to land on, is it deep purple? Smoke
Run
on the
it
water?
back.
No, it's green.
Maybe it's the new Ted Lasso. I don't know. Run it back. Jacob Cowing batting.
Oh, boy.
Oh, okay. That's what you want. You don't want a punt returner in the very first punt of the preseason letting it drop at the 2-yard line and roll. No. Watch this kid.
Yeah. Now,
first time touching the ball in the preseason.
Ooh,
Jacob Cowing.
Oh, no. Good block there.
Good block.
Yeah,
Up and down the heat.
Oh, punter ain't going to get it.
What is the kicker doing?
Come on. Just get out of the way.
The kicker looks like a South Carolina defensive back when Jeremy Bernard caught him. Watch the kicker. All right, watch it. Kicker can make a play right here. Kicker says.
Ain't thinking about it. No. Was that J.K. Scott?
Good Lord. So, okay.
That's something, Barry, you're not going to see a lot of that in the regular season. When's the last time you saw a punt return in the regular season in the NFL?
Yeah.
It's been a minute.
It has been a while.
It has been a while.
Here we go.
And I love those guys, how they block. They kind of just stick their hands out.
Don't have them, not holding them, not hitting them in the back.
Yep. All right, good blocking there. All right, 4 more to go. That was a good clip there. That guy can run. But he wore number 6. I'm not a big number. I don't like number 6.
You said that earlier in the week.
I like that.
$120,999,166.
What could this be about?
That is Tiger Woods' career earnings, $120 million. Why didn't he try to go for the final $834?
Barry, is that both on and off the course?
He probably lost some money off the course. If you know what I mean. Thanks very much, ex-wife. Perkins will do that too. Scotty Scheffler has won $119 million. Trails by only $1,034,755. If he finishes in a 3-way tie for third at the BMW Championship in St. Louis, he'll be the all-time leading money winner.
Wow.
That's not right. Tiger, obviously the purses are a lot bigger.
Well, true. They are bigger.
Tiger's Day.
But Scheffler winning a lot of money in a short period of time. That's good stuff there. Go for
That's
Scotty.
a good get.
I'm pulling for you, Scotty.
$120,999,166. Okay.
It's better than 5/16/32, which is what you want on the Gong Show.
It's a whole lot better than that.
All right, 3 more to go.
Dancing machine.
5/16/32 with a big check.
Another preseason NFL fight? Another scrap?
Where'd this happen?
Baseball?
How'd I miss this?
Here we go. Dolphins and the Giants.
Look at this.
See, that's why it's the main reason why you don't have preseason scrimmages in college football.
Look at these guys, coaches just standing around. Look at this manager. She ain't paying
When
attention.
Hugh Freeze was at Auburn, he said, I wouldn't mind playing Troy in a preseason scrimmage. Everybody shut that down. And this is one of the reasons why.
Yeah.
You do that kind of thing. Of course, you have fights whenever your own team is in drills and bull in the ring and up downs and all that stuff.
Is it just me? Have there been more NFL preseason fights this year than any other year?
There'll be fines. There were fines at that.
Love it.
By the way,
that big boy just hit the ground. Man.
Yeah.
Love
There'll be fines in this one. Definitely. The Cowboys and the Saints. What was it? Just a little bit, knocked down just a little bit. What was they fined each team $500,000 apiece. They're not going to have that. Well, they have made it clear that they're not going to tolerate fighting. No fighting. And
no bare feet.
No bare feet. So
no spitting. Okay, 2 more to go here on the Victoryland 777 topic wheel, live from Stiver CDJR in Prattville. Looks like the red panel.
Then again, D'Annunzio says, so what?
Yeah, so what? So let's dance.
Breached contract. Contract. Remind me of contract? What is that?
I think I breached mine.
Freddie Whittingham is an assistant coach at Utah. His brother, Kyle, is the head coach now at the University of Michigan. He was at Utah. Freddie Whittingham is joining his brother, Kyle, on the Michigan coaching staff. And they don't care if, it's your brother.
Mortimer
basically abandoned his role as Utah's tight end coach. He didn't resign. He didn't have a resignation letter. He didn't get written consent from Utah to even speak to Michigan. And he also didn't pay any of his buyout. He just left.
Yeah, it's free
Evidently,
country.
you can't do that. So
okay.
We'll see how that works out, because that looks like textbook
Yeah, it
He's got to
does.
pay some money, or Michigan does.
All right.
Freddie Whittingham. That sounds
Freddie
like
Whittingham.
that sounds like somebody in the Premier League.
God, no kidding.
Oh,
Lives
do you
to
know Freddie Whittingham?
All right, one more to go. Got to
One
spin it to make it official here on the Gurn Junior Victoryland 777 topic wheel. It's spinning away. What will it be? Second to 2000. Got to be a baseball player. Yep.
Oh, Jacob deGrom. Played at Stetson. John says, DeGrom? Yeah. He John had a hard time with him earlier. He is a stud. He's got 2,000 career strikeouts. Just to give some perspective, Nolan Ryan's got like 7,000.
Oh, man.
He is the second fastest ever to 2,000 strikeouts. Now, he's missed a lot of time.
Okay.
Because he's been injured. He was with the Mets for a good while, But he's been injured, missed a lot of time. He's on the downside of his career. Getting to it is one thing. The stat nerds get it and say, oh, he's the second fastest. So-and-so did it next number of games. This big deal. 2,000 strikeouts, I don't care. It's like $1,200 yards rushing. But I'm not going to even get into that. So there you go.
Well, I hope the guy didn't throw like a ball to the back of the wall on the next pitch after he struck the guy out.
Yeah, I hope they let him keep the ball.
Yeah, no.
So there we go.
That was a good wheel
Closes
today.
it out. Our topic wheel brought to you by Victoryland 777 Casino, exit 22 off I-85 in Shorter, Alabama. And John, it closes out yet another really strong weekend, a really strong week's worth of programming here on Longshore and McKnight.
Really does. Really appreciate all of our guests this week. We'll kick it off again on Monday as well. Here at Stiver CDJR in Prattville, come by and see our friends. 2026 Ram 1500s, America's best-selling full-size truck powertrain. Limited warranty comes with it at 10 years, 100,000 miles, and you're going to save up to $23,000 or as low as 0% APR for 60 months. Other great deals on the Jeep Grand Cherokee L, up to $9,000 in savings. The new 2026 Dodge Charger Scat Packs are here on the lot. They look awesome. Incredible savings there as well. So come by and see our friends and get that CDJR that you're looking for.
When we come back on the Monday show, we will be within the 2-week window to the start of the college football season. We'll really start cranking that up then. For John Longshore, I'm Barry McKnight. It's Longshore and McKnight in association with Yellowhammer News, presented by Bud Light.